Good evening, brothers and sisters. The Spirit of Truth wanted me to get this message out. Although it's late, it is late right now. That's where I am. Daniel chapter 11, verse 36. And the king shall do accordingly to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. It is talking about the beast Satan in the flesh, when he shall come to rule. Daniel 11, verse 37. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all God. He shall magnify himself above all. You see, I had, for one, that earlier in some of my videos concerning the God of pleasure, which is women that the beast, say are God of pleasure because man lusts after women so much. It's from Daniel chapter 11, and the king shall, it's chapter 11, verse 36. And that king shall do accordingly to his will. And he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every God. And he will speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper. I know I'm reading this over again to you because I want you to understand what I'm about to say to you. The Spirit of Truth had told me, because I was concerned about the chief priests that shall be established among the saints of the Most High. He was telling me that many lesbians that had never been with men, there shall be 7 lesbians that had never been with men, never ever had a man touch them. The chief priest would take them as his wives, and he would combine those 7 lesbians into one woman as his wife. And during that time, there will be great conflict for women. You see, he says, because the Spirit of Truth himself shall call the chief priest, and he shall be a servant of truth. There will not be a week pass by when he don't take at least one day out of that week to fast all night long, giving up his food and his water, weeping and crying and praying to God in sacrifice offering. He would do this in order to give his soul, his spirit over to God, to draw himself even closer to God. This is on behalf of the Spirit of Truth, because he is a servant of truth. The chief priest would do this. And again, the Spirit of Truth told me concerning the high priest that will govern over He will govern over the saints of the Most High, the churches of the saints of the Most High. These are the most highest of saints. And he will govern over them. The high priest will also have wives, but he will have 10 wives. And they will be from the Catholic Church. They will be the nuns. He shall bring nuns. They shall flee to the high priest. These nuns shall flee to the high priest in those days, because so many women will be pursued. Women will be captured, if not without a husband. They will be sold into slavery. Many women will be raped. Many women will be murdered and cut up for food. Because everything that is evil and vile, the beast himself won't those that serve him to do. They will accept. He will accept them when they go to him with flattery. When he follow their path, when they follow his path, he will give them all that they seek. Everything. This is what it talks about. This is why it talks about the seal on the head, forehead, and the seal on the hand. It's not a marking in which he will put on them. It is when man himself, when a man is raped by another man, it leaves a mark on his mind. When a man has reached out his hand and he took a little child and he hit that child in the head with a brick, then it leaves a blood mark on his hand because he just murdered. These are seals, marks in which the beast will hold. The false prophet himself will make these spiritual seals to mark the mind and the hand. The spiritual seals are demons which will hold these people under its control. And when the angel of the Lord come and say, repent, in the last days, those people will curse at the angel of the Lord. They will see that spirit of righteousness, of purity, wanting them to repent and turn to God. They will reject it and rebuke it because Satan will have a force upon them. No man that listens to Satan, that is obedient under his rule, shall turn and change his ways. That is why in the end, the beast and the false prophet shall be caught up. As they are in the flesh, they will be captured and tossed into a burning pit of sulfur. You know these things are in the scriptures, for they are true. Things must come to pass. But until these things come to pass, till they come to pass, the beast in the flesh, he shall do great harm to many. He will plunder the nations. He will use spirits. He will kill people with wild animals that will come out even in the public. You have not seen calamity as you think you have in these days. The greatest calamity is yet to come, when the false prophet is hemmed up in the flesh, when he is more powerful in the flesh, when the beast, Satan himself, is hemmed up in the flesh, when he is more powerful as a man. then that is when the greatest calamity will come. And that is the time when days of wrath shall open up. And they shall stare in the heavens and see God sitting between the two cherubims in the heavenly court. Those times shall be set, and he shall watch the earth. But he will turn his face a little bit to allow Satan to do what he's going to do to the earth. Because those times are determined to come forth. And what Satan does to the earth in the flesh, the Lord will allow him to do it. But those are times when truth shall have left the earth. As those times will be set forth, and the saints, and the most highest of saints, shall be uplifted. I used to hear, because John the Baptist's head was lifted, so shall the Baptist church be lifted. And this will be the church of the most high saints, the Pentecostal church and the Christian church and the Baptist church. These are three churches that will be turned. I know Satan wants people to believe that I am just as he, but I'm not Satan, and I'm not the false prophet, and I'm not condemned. I'm the Son of God. My Father reigns on high. I love the Lord my God with all my heart, and I shall never stray from my Father. No matter what Satan says, he had better get away from me and stay away from me, because I aim to fight him in any way I can. You see, I fought him in heaven, and I will fight him on the earth. I will not allow him to destroy me or my host. My Father gives me the power and authority to put an end to his rampage against me. And those that say that I'm a fool, you will see that I'm not a fool. Those of you that think that Satan can overpower me, you'll find out that he cannot. So continue to love Satan and see him as your God. But you too will come to an end with him. You will be condemned just as he is. I was told by the Spirit of Truth himself to give this message today concerning the chief priest which he should choose, and the high priest which he should choose, and to warn those women that think that they can flee and hide. Satan will surely destroy them, for he is coming in the flesh as a man, and he is already here. He's just not strong enough to do what his power is not strong enough to do what he's going to do. God has not turned his face yet from the earth. But when he does, believe me, the beast will go on a rampage. You don't want to be in his way when he does go on a rampage. Thank you, brothers and sisters. I'm thankful that you are listening to me and that you are trying and struggling to return back to God, which you should be, and start your quest in pure righteousness, that you may live for everlasting days. Once again, I want to leave you with this message. Trust in the words of Jesus and follow the law of righteousness, that you find salvation. Repent and return. keep up in your praise, in your prayers constantly. Thank you, and God bless.